Today, from Hard Rock Stadium in Miami, Florida, it's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. Today, we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the Miami Dolphins. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So now the Patriots getting set to take over on offense. And a peek at the man under center. He has 5 full years in the league under his belt, now in year number 6.
I like this guy, and the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel, doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete. But you look at this defense, currently number 1 in the NFL against the run.
And that play right there shows exactly why they're so good against the run. Held the line of scrimmage, held the point of attack, and stuffed him for no gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him. A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters, as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Back to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught left side. Here's Dell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Looking middle, and that's complete. And the Patriots are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Stevenson will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. That's just a solid, methodical drive to start this game.
And how about how it culminated? Doing exactly what they wanted to do, getting the ball downfield, and then running it into the end zone. I'm just telling you, partner, when you run it in rather than throw it in, that hurts a defense psychologically a heck of a lot more.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. So here are the Dolphins now getting set for their initial possession. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
Every time he leads his team out, there's no questioning. He's put the work in to earn his place in the NFL. There's no shortage of stories we've heard throughout his career about the effort he puts in to be in this spot. And that motivates everybody on his team.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. The Dolphins at 8-1 on the year. They come in here hot. I mean, over the last 9, Charles, they are 8-1.
And that record, the way that they're playing, they've proven to me, and I think anyone else in the league, that they're able to go toe-to-toe with anyone, and they look forward to the challenge.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. In motion left here, Marshall. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end, and that play going nowhere. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Tua setting up shop to throw again. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So now following the roll of the dice, they've got a 1st and 10 inside the 35. Meanwhile, Tua's throw is taken in by Waddle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to the ground, Achane. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the 1st down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Dancing to his left. And Tua going to slide to a halt, but he will have the 1st down. They'll run. Achane. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a...
And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And We are tied at 7. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They currently sit one game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. On the draw is Stevenson. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. They'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. It's Stevenson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
2nd down, 8 to go from the 28. They'll look to throw here. Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here's 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. From the right hash, this a 31-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Dolphins taking over now late in this first half. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Moore, the motion man right. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Now let's see. Yeah, the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He's going to look deep for Moore. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will do it for this first half. So we passed the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action. Set to begin the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As they begin their second half here, Charles, offensively, not where they want to be. Obviously, they're losing in this ball game, but very much within striking distance. We'll see what adjustments they make in the second half.
Is that the old glass half full, half empty type of a deal? And which way do you want to look at it? Because you're right, they're down on the scoreboard, but they're definitely opportunities now. Because if they want to go ahead and get going in this one, get back to the running game. I think there are going to be some places to go with it, and I think the offensive line will appreciate the chance to fire out and hit people.
That's a good point because they virtually had nothing going in the ground game in that first half. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll have the Dolphins first down as good running gets him to about the 44. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle they go. It's Ali, and he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Here's Tua. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Stays on his feet. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Patriots take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They were winners last week in that game against Kansas City, and they are on top right now as well. They've got it 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. And the defense coming through on 3rd down. A loss of 7 to bring up 4th.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. And that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 5. Marshall, the man in motion. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Tua sets up to pass it. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Back now in Miami. 2nd and 6. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
On first down, a running play ends up going backwards as he won't get close to the line of scrimmage. In fact, he's going to lose 4 yards. So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Stevenson. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
And this is why the head coach gets paid the big bucks. Look at where they are in this situation, partner. Do you throw the ball here in a long-distance situation? Do you run it again and trust your defense and make sure you take care of the ball and punt it away? What kind of options do you have here, and what do you trust more on your team?
Yeah, they may have just pushed him back into that throwing situation. We'll see. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll punt it away for the second time. That's pulled in at the 32. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So now here come the Dolphins. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. And they'll give this to Achane. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And quickly they get to the line. On first down, back to Achane. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on 2nd.
On 2nd down, it's Ali. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. A big play in this football game. 3rd down and 1. They'll keep it on the ground. Ali. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Plenty of time left, plus all 3 timeouts. Here's 1st and 10. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. First down now, but that clock rolling. On the handoff, it's Achane. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Here comes 2nd down. A run now from Achane. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from going back on top here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So the Patriots now trailing 14-13, 70 seconds remaining. And they need about 35 yards to get in range for a winner as they come up on first down. And oh, that one nearly intercepted. That would have sealed it. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Price. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. He's back to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that, because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Up the middle, Achane. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game. Again, it's Achane. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Down to an E goes Tua, and that should just about do it.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out by 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Miami, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will hit the road next week.